What's going on, guys? This is a very different video from what I usually make, but this video I'm going to be dropping so much value. Before I even decided to sit down and record this video, I was thinking, okay, well, should I really even do this? Because I'm going to be giving away so many of my tactics, so many of my secrets, so many of the things I wouldn't really want to tell anybody in this video. So if you are a person who is between the ages of maybe 12 to maybe up to 16, 17, maybe you're a little bit older than me, maybe you're 18, 19, 20, and you want to make money, this video will literally show you a surefire way, no matter where you are, no matter how old you are, no matter your skill level, no matter your English proficiency, no matter anything, you will be able to make money. And I was proof of that. I had fucking nothing to my name. I started with $100. And I'm sure every single one of you has at least $100, and with that you can start and you can run your own business off of $100. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and break down everything for you, and like I said, there's gonna be a lot of value, so you guys better have a notebook, pencil, pen, strap the fuck in.
Maybe it was your time to lose. You didn't lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking it first. You can't tell me that I won't make it.
So behind me, I set up this video exactly so that you can see what I'm talking about. Behind me I have a Telaria Triple X. They retail brand new for around $4,000 with shipping and tax. Behind me over here on my right side I have an Iahora Romeo Pro 2. In the garage over there I have a Ziegler F1 Pro. Now that one retails for $4,000. That one retails for about $3,000, maybe $2,600 because they decreased the price. But when I bought it, $3,000. And the bike in there is about $1,100. That's $8,000 in total. And a lot of you guys will be like, oh, well, yeah, so he spent all his money on these bikes and now he's got no money. You're sorely mistaken. I'm very much sitting on a lot of money. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, step by step. So the first thing you need to do whenever you want to make any money is you need to sit down, okay, where do I want to be? The first step to any kind of money making is, I know this is cliche, I know everyone says this, I don't give a shit, this is the most important point. Know where you want to go. I want X amount by this time. I sat down at the beginning of 2025 and said, I want to make $10,000. I have now way surpassed that, smashed that. Our business has generated over $25,000 in revenue. Again, it's a seasonal business. Now I'm kind of shifting my gears, but once you have succeeded in one business, your mind has now a program, now a layout, now a blueprint for how to succeed in every single other business that you start. So now once you've succeeded once, you can succeed again. Same thing if you get a girlfriend one time, it's easy to get a girlfriend a second time, and then a third time, and then a fourth time, and a fifth time, because you know how to do it. For example, if you need to drive a car, you drive a car one time, and then it's a little bit easier. Then you drive a car the second time, it's a little bit easier. Third time, fourth time, until it's second nature. So what you need to do is outline where you want to be, whether it be a New Year's resolution. Right now we're in October. This is one thing I said in one of my other videos, and I think it's absolutely crucial right now. It's October. This video might be put out by the 20th. Maybe not, maybe it will. But by the 20th, you guys should sit down and say, okay, if it's 2026, I'm starting fresh. What do I want to achieve for 2026? Okay, I want to make this amount of money. I want to generate this much a month. I want to do this, this, this. I want to have this bike. I want to have this car. I want to have this girlfriend, whatever. You're going to write all those things down. And you want to have them descriptively articulated in your mind and on paper so you have a record of what you want. Now that you know what you want, you're going to go and say, how can I get it? And I know you guys will say, well, that's why I'm fucking here, because I don't know. And I didn't know that either. But the first step to knowing how do I get something is to know what do I have. And that's exactly what I did. Ideas can come from anywhere. You can get ideas from the sky. You can have one day something hits you. Yeah, it's possible. But the only thing that's going to translate idea into money is you taking action on it. My point being, you need to sit down. Now that you know what you want, you need to figure out how you're going to get it, right? How you're going to get it. What do I have? You need to be able to leverage what you have. If you don't know what you have, you can't understand how to get what you want. So I was going through my mind, I think it was about 15, maybe 14 or 15, early 15. And I was saying, okay, so what do I have? Okay, I have maybe $200 in the bank, maybe $300 in the bank. Okay, I have my phone, I have my laptop, I have a bike. Okay, what can I do? What can I start with $100, a phone, laptop, and a bike? Well, what can I start with that? Okay, then what you're gonna do is, once you know what you have, I have X, Y, and Z. List out all of the things you have from top to bottom, 1 to 10, however many things you have, what you have. Maybe you're strong, maybe you're weak, maybe you're really good with girls, whatever it may be. List the things that you have, right, that are valuable, because maybe you don't understand this, but something that you have may be valuable to somebody else who doesn't have. And that's a way you can arbitrage quickly and just make a little bit of money right there. But you're gonna understand what you have. Then you need to relay the option that you can take with what you have. So I had $100, and of course I was scrolling through Instagram like any fucking normal 15 or 14-year-old scrolling through Instagram. And this is very, very crucial as well. You need to make sure you optimize your Instagram feed. If you want to be successful, you need to surround yourself with successful people. You've heard this, you're some of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But the thing was, I didn't know a fucking single millionaire at 15. I still don't know too many millionaires. I know maybe a few here and there. I know a couple of rich people, but that's it. So how can you surround yourself if you don't know who you listen to, who you watch? If you fucking watch stupid ass idiots on YouTube, you're going to get fucked. You're never going to become successful if that's all you're watching. So the simplest trick to make yourself more money is create your Instagram feed, create your TikTok fucking feed, whatever. Create your Instagram feed, create your TikTok feed. Make sure you shape it into what you want. You're like, oh, Keenan, how do I do that? Well, that's a fucking stupid question. You're going to scroll through it and you're going to like 100 times the one that you want to see. And then if it's Instagram, you can hit the 3 dots and you can press interested in the ones that are fucking little kids sticking force in plug sockets. Those ones you can say not interested in. So it won't give you those. It'll give you more of the one that you want. Now that you're getting that around you, you're getting people who are making money around you, not only is that going to better who you are, it's going to help you learn a little bit more, that's going to help you improve your mindset, that's also going to help you get ideas for how to make money. And that's how my idea came to me. As you guys know, I currently run a pressure washing business. On top of that, I do social media. On top of that, I do reselling, flipping, etc. I do a million and one different things. I suggest sticking to one thing, but if you want to split at the beginning, it's okay to kind of split and just test the waters of each one. But once you find something that's working, double down on it right away, triple your volume, quadruple your volume, and start making money that way. So what I did is I was scrolling. Now that I've created my Instagram feed, I'm getting people who are doing door-to-door sales. And there was a guy, I don't particularly remember his name. If I find the channel, I'll throw it right up here, or I'll throw it right up here. And he was doing door-to-door sales. I saw him knocking on the door, and he would go, hey, my name is whatever, we do X, Y, and Z, we take care of this, we helped out your neighbor John, Kim, and John F. Kennedy, whatever, we took care of these people, we helped them out with X, Y, and Z, this is what it looks like, this is actually what we're doing. I just wanted to know the last time you guys had that done. Then they'll say when the last time they had that done is, and then you'll give them an estimate. And from there, the video just kind of goes on of how the process is of him taking a person that he just saw on the door and selling them on a $200, a $300, a $400, $500 ticket. I suggest if you want to make money, you need to focus on something with a decent ticket. It's really, really, really difficult. I mean, you can. There's people who've done it, but it's really difficult to make a large amount of money with 10, fucking 20, maybe even 30 or 40 or $50 tickets. I think I'm going to split this video into 2 different parts. I'm going to try and drop as much value as I can here, and I want to see if you guys actually engage with it and are actually enjoying the content, and that way I will drop a second part. But like I was saying is, if you're trying to sell $10 or $20 tickets, number one, usually with cheaper items, people think it is less valuable. Inherently, when you're selling something that's $10 or $20, people say, oh yeah, cheap Chinese shit. Right? As opposed to if you sell something that's $200 and you make the point in your sales pitch or your marketing or whatever, in your angle, that you are selling on value and you are selling on quality as opposed to something that's cheap and shit, they are more likely to buy even if that product is $300. But as I was saying, for any large home service business, nobody's charging fucking $20. And if they are charging $20, it's a fucking setup fee. They're going to charge the $20 and then they're going to charge you $50 for the rest of your life till you die, every single month till you die. Or they're going to do this. They're going to charge you that $20 and then they're going to come by and try and do an upsell. If you don't know what an upsell is, you sell something cheap and then you try and sell them something expensive. They were very happy with the cheap thing. Now they know that you're trustworthy. Now they've had a time to interact with your product, interact with you, and now you're selling them something more valuable, something a little bit more expensive, and now they are more likely to buy because they already know you and your products. Now, that's how that works. So you need to be selling something which is at least in the 100 to 500, 600, the higher the better. Because think about it this way, if you want to make $10,000 a month with some high ticket services, online services for example, it's only for $2,500 a month retainer clients. So if you put it that way, it doesn't seem like it's that much. It's also the same as $100 clients. I believe if I did that math right, 100 and 10,000. Yeah, exactly. That's $10,000 a month. All right, so you want to aim for that range where it's, you know, you're getting a pretty good margin, and you also want to look if you're selling physical products that you're getting a good margin. Don't fucking sell something and only make 2% out of it. You need to make sure you're getting a good profit margin. If you don't know what that is, drop it in the comments. I'll make another video on that. But now that you've created your Instagram feed, you know what you're doing, You know what you want. You've created your Instagram feed. You are now getting ideas. You're finding your ideas. You're writing down different ideas. So for me, when I was writing them down, I was going, okay, pressure washing, okay, window cleaning, okay, home service business, okay, course selling online, okay, YouTube account, monetization, okay, clipping, okay. Which one of these is going to make me the most money? Which one of these is going to be most effective for my personal situation? Because each person's going to have a different situation. I took that and I said, for each one of those, you want to identify what is your startup cost. So if you don't have that much money, don't start something like dropshipping where you need to drop $2,000 on ads to actually run a profitable, scalable business, and where you're going to fail with multiple products, so you don't even know if it's going to work, and you're probably going to lose all your money. Don't choose something like fucking crypto where you need to drop $700. If you go back through my videos about 2 years ago, I started crypto because one of my friends told me it was good, and then I dropped $700 and fucking lost all of it because it's not that much money. In every single trade, I was making negative, even if I made a 10 or 5% return, because I'm not trading with enough money. So you need to understand, okay, what do I need to spend to get started within this business, right? Once you identify that, for me, pressure washing, I was like, okay, it's pressure wash. What do I need? My phone, I have that. Okay, what else do I need? Okay, knocking skills, door-to-door skills, marketing skills. Okay, do I have that? No, but can I learn that? Yes. How much does it cost me? $0. I can learn it online. I can learn from experience. Okay, fantastic. Now in terms of equipment, okay, what do I need? Well, I don't really need much. I need an electric pressure washer, and that's it to get started. So, okay, how much is an electric pressure washer? Okay, $100. So boom, you found yourself a business that only cost $100 to start. For example, let's give you a different option. You start something like reselling, where you can find and put the pictures of your product already on multiple platforms before you even fucking have it. That's a strategy no one uses. Put that shit up. If you don't see any results, you don't see people interacting with it, you're not seeing sales coming in, fuck it off and pick a different product. Then once you see people are interacting with the product, for example, you're selling spider hoodies, which is something that's popular, you're selling it, you put a couple of pictures, say, oh yeah, it's brand new, it's blah, 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 blah. Then you're getting a couple of people messaging you. Okay, then now you go find your supplier, then you go order the spider hoodies, and you say, oh, I'm sorry, we're really booked up, we're fucking backed up, we're out of stock, I'll let you know when we're in stock. Boom, now you have 3, 4, 5 people who are ready to pay you before you even spend any money. So you have money in before you spend any money out, and it's a low startup cost. Maybe you're spending 20, maybe 50, maximum $100 per group of items that you're buying. So now that you've found, okay, I've figured out what I want. I've created my Instagram page, so now I'm getting ideas, I'm getting motivation, I'm understanding and learning more about what I want to do and how to make more money. Then what you're going to do is you're listing out what you have. Guys, I'm getting nerfed. That's the third time I've had to put this thing together because I ran out of storage or my battery died or some other thing. So we're dropping too much value. But now you've found the steps in what you have. Now you've figured out your options. Now you've picked an option because you know that you have the things to start it. You're ready to do it. It doesn't cost that much to start. And you're now the only thing that's stopping you from where you are right now, not knowing anything, being 15 or 14 or 13 or 16 or 17, 18, 19, 20 in whatever fucking country, you are now the only person stopping yourself. This is the number one thing, and I'm going to go into this in a different video completely separate, but you are going to be the only one who's going to stop yourself. You taking action is the only thing stopping you from making money. And you now armed with the knowledge of how to figure out how to start your own business and start making money, you have zero fucking excuse to not make money by tomorrow morning or start something by tomorrow morning. I can now ask you today and say, what are you working on? You can say, I don't know. And then by tomorrow morning, you can tell me, yeah, I own a X business. That's what I expect from you. And I've dropped so much value in this video. I've given you literally the steps to take yourself from zero to hero, or take yourself to zero to fucking someone. If you don't take action, that's your own fucking fault. But I don't want to give losers a bunch of information and give away everything that I know and all of my knowledge, knowing that you're gonna fucking waste it. I don't want to do that. It's literally valuable shit, and I know I didn't really go into exactly my particular situation, how I was physically able to scale from $0 to $5,000 a month while still being in school and being 15 years old. I didn't go into that. I'm going to leave that for a separate video. I'm going to make a part 2 video, but I want to see that you guys are actively taking action. And the only way I'm going to see that from you guys is that you leave a like, you leave a subscribe, you'd leave a comment, and you'd let me know what you have written down, what you have taken action on, and what you have started since watching this video. Your life should immediately improve after finishing this video. So what I want you to do right now is leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and join the Discord server if you're not in the Discord server, link in the bio. Everything is free, and you just need to take action for yourself. You're not doing it for me, you're taking action for yourself. And I want to see that you took action. You can message me on Discord, you can leave a comment, you can message me on Instagram, whatever you want to do to show me that you guys actually give a shit. And if this video gets 50 likes, 10 comments, and at least a couple hundred views, I will make a part 2. So if you know somebody who would benefit from watching this, you know somebody who wants to start a business, doesn't know where to start, send that to them, and let's get ourselves a part 2. Regardless of all that, just do it for yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.